fully dressed like I'm about to go to the golf course, and I do not care. I just think it's so comfortable and it looks cute. We're gonna ignore my shoes. These are my fake Birkenstock ones. I don't think they're cute at all, but they're so comfortable, so I wear them anyway. But my top, my whole outfit is from the PGA store. I love scallop detail. I saw these and I just bought them because I love the scalloping detail on both the skirt and the top. I don't even know if I can link them, but I can try. And then all of my jewelry, as always, other than my wedding rings, are from Ana Luisa. And I'm going to quickly share that Ana Luisa is sponsoring this portion of the video, so thank you so much. I have been working with Ana Luisa since the start of my channel, so sharing this jewelry with you is always a pleasure. If you follow along on Instagram, then you will have seen for like a month now that I've been wearing this jewelry every single day. They are my new favorite pieces, but honestly, all of Ana Luisa's jewelry is everyday wear. And the beauty of it is that you can take it from day to night, no matter what outfit you're wearing. It literally goes with everything. So if you have been on the hunt for a fine jewelry brand that is affordable and sustainable, definitely look no further than Ana Luisa. Before we get into the jewelry I'm wearing specifically, I do want to say that they did give me a 10% discount code for you. It is kristabruth10, so just use it at checkout to get 10% off of your purchase. So first I'm going to show you these gold hoops. They are 14 karat gold dipped on brass. Like I mentioned, they are sustainable. They are thick, but they are still very minimal and go perfect with any outfit. You could wear these, you know, with a little black dress, or like how I'm wearing them today, completely sporty and casual. They are $60 on the website, which I think is very affordable for fine jewelry. And one thing I do really love about them, and this is how I feel about all earrings, even though they are thick, they are very lightweight and they don't drag your ear down. And I think that that is really important. So I love that these just hang delicately from my ears. I don't feel them at all, and they just jazz up any daytime look. Next is the lacy necklace that is currently on sale on their website for $55. It is 14 karat gold dipped on sterling silver. And this is a freshwater pearl. I absolutely love this necklace. I always call myself a modern mom, and I grew up in the South. I consider myself a Southern woman as well, and we love our pearl necklaces, but I think this is like a good modern take, so you're not wearing a full strand of pearls. And I am in love with this. I've worn this every single day since the day I've gotten it. It's just so beautiful and so pretty and dainty. And that's one thing I just love about Ana Luisa. It is dainty and it still makes such an impact on all of your outfits. I've gotten so many compliments on this little necklace, and I think it would make a perfect gift to either yourself or to a loved one for the holidays, their birthdays, anything. I absolutely love this necklace, and if you're into pearls, then you will too. Okay, so I took a quick detour upstairs because I realized that the last pair of earrings that I wanted to show you were up in my bathroom. These are the Frida Huggies. They are the daintiest, cutest little earrings. They are currently on sale for $39, and I love these earrings. One, because they are very minimal and I love a Huggie, but also because you're getting like 2 pairs of earrings in one. The pearl can be removed. It is a freshwater pearl, so if you want to add a little bit of pizzazz to a regular Huggie, go ahead and loop that pearl back in. But if you wanted to take it off and just like throw your hair up in a bun and have like a very minimal earring, you can. And that's the beauty of the Frida Huggie. I think they're cute. They'd actually look really cute with the outfit that I have on now, and they match the necklace. So if you are someone who, like me, like my best friend and I, we have some matching jewelry, and if that is something that you like to do, you could maybe send her the earrings and you wear the necklace, or vice versa, or have it all. And you could make the lacy and the Frida a full set if you wanted to. Either way, I just wanted to share Ana Luisa with you as always, because this is a brand that I absolutely love. It's quality jewelry that lasts. I cannot wait to pass a lot of these pieces down to Margot, and I just know that you will love them as well. So be sure to click the link in my description box and use my discount code kristabruth10 at checkout, and I hope that you enjoy your Ana Luisa jewelry.
I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, like, it's a little weird. Like, obviously FedEx hasn't picked it up yet, so I don't understand why we can't cancel the order. So let me play that card and let me see if I get anywhere, and then I'll call you right back.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, so it is the next day. I think in the last clip you saw, we were getting into the car to go to the garden center to buy the hydrangeas in the backyard, and I was planning to cancel the order that I had placed with the company the other day. And when we went to go cancel the order that we had placed, they wouldn't let us. It was a whole ordeal. I was on the phone with them all day yesterday after I stopped filming, and we just could not get them to cancel the order. So You guys will see us planting all of them in a vlog probably next week, and I've decided to pivot and make this one a day in the life vlog today, also a vlog style Q&A. I also put out a box on my Instagram to answer questions about like homeschooling and then also general stay-at-home mom questions as well. Right now we're headed to Michael's to get a trifold poster board and then a couple other bits that I may need to set up the homeschool stuff. I figured on the drive there I will answer 3 questions. The first question, it's a general stay-at-home mom question. It was, how do I manage the newborn stage? Do I have help from parents or anyone like that? With Sebastian, my mom helped a lot because Brandon had to go back to work immediately after he was born, and at the time he was traveling so much. Sorry about the sun glare. And so my mom would come in the evenings, stay the night, and get up and leave in the morning. So she was basically like our night nurse every other week, which is Brandon's travel schedule. We had her helping a lot. Brandon, when he was home, was a huge help as well. I will never discredit him. He was up in the middle of the night just as much as I was. I would do the feeds and he would do the burping and putting him back down. We definitely tag teamed it. If you can get help, get it. If you can afford the night nurse, get the night nurse. If you can have a parent or a sibling come and help you, even if they can't come at night, but they can come in the daytime, definitely have them come help. And with Margot, she was born 2 weeks before we hit lockdown with COVID, so we had no help. We did it all ourselves. But Brandon was home because of the lockdown, and he had 4 weeks of paternity leave, and he was also on bereavement leave because we had lost his mom just a month before that. The next question is, how do I keep the house so clean? And this is like a family effort, basically. We do not have cleaners, although I do think I am going to hire someone to come once a month to do like the baseboards and the dusting, because I'm just over it. The house is too big for me to do it all. Generally, we keep the house clean and never let it get out of control. If you don't allow it to get out of control, then it's a lot easier to just maintain. The kids also have a playroom, so most of their toys stay in the playroom at all times, and I don't care if the playroom gets cleaned every day. They do have toys downstairs in the living room, in the console, and they know that before they leave that room, they have to clean them all up, and they know how to do it as well. I also follow this cleaning book that I bought that basically breaks up your cleaning into 10 minutes a day, and you do different like places in your home each day. So you're cleaning every single day, but you're not cleaning every single room every day, and that is really helpful. I'll share the book below and I can show it to you when I get home. The third question was actually asked a lot. This is a 2-part question, but it was, do I ever get bored and do I plan to go back to work when both kids are in school? And the answer right now is no, I do not ever get bored. Being a toddler mother there's never time for downtime, especially if you have more than one. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There's always something to be done, and I think that that's a misconception that a lot of people who have never stayed home may have, is that, you know, we probably are, you know, get a little bored in the daytime just being home. And then after the kids are both in school, which won't be for another 2 years, I will continue to be a stay-at-home mom. At the moment, I don't have plans to ever go back to a 9-to-5. Brandon and I both want me to be able to be available to the kids and still be able to go on all their field trips, or if they need me to pick them up in the middle of the day, I can. And I also can focus on my homemaking and keeping our house looking nice. And who knows, things could change and I may, you know, want to do something, but I don't think it'll be a full-time job. And I understand that that is a complete privilege, and I feel so blessed that I'm able to decide what I want to do next. You want to hold the zebra? Can you get the zebra for your sister? Here's one. So this is what I came for. It's a trifold poster board. I think I'm gonna grab 2 of these because I don't know how much space I'm gonna have on this one, and I want to make sure that I have enough room to put everything on it. We also need, it says 2 dozen clothespins. I'm also gonna grab one of these for their picture. Michael's has a ton of like little back to school, like first day of school things. This is really cute too. If you want to make their first day of school special, they have a ton of different little banners and signs and things like that. And they're all pretty reasonably priced. Most everything is like $7, and it's a buy one get 150% off situation. Here's your purple car, Margo. You're welcome. No, you can't watch TV. Okay, so we're fresh back from the store. This box was on my front porch when we were leaving, and I brought it in, and I believe this is the kids' new toddler helper, and we've never had one. We've just been using our trip traps for them to push up to the countertop and assist me in the kitchen. It's always been fine because Bash is bigger and he doesn't fall off of it, but I never let Margot do it because she's so much smaller than him. So that's why I wanted to get one of these, and then I can get her off the countertop when I'm cooking. Like usually if she wants to help, I just let her sit on the island. But now she can stand in this and Bash can keep using the trip trap. And if you're not sure what the trip traps are, it's these. Bash has the exact same one, but his doesn't have the baby elements on it. So normally Bash will just kneel on this if he needs to like wash his hands or help me at the counter. I just took a quick break from trying to build that toddler helper to make the kids lunch. Today, Margot's having chicken nuggets, veggie straws, and carrots with a white pretzel. Bash is having a cheese quesadilla, regular pretzels with caramel sauce. He will get a yogurt pretzel and strawberries. And these are what they requested for lunch. We usually keep it pretty easy around here. While they're eating, I'll answer 3 more questions, and then I'll get into the homeschool specific ones. So the next question is, do you do planning as far as daily outfits go? Love how you and the kids dress. And the answer is no. The only time I really am like meticulous about planning outfits is if it's like an occasion. For instance, like when we went to Disney, I made sure that everybody had like a cohesive look. I knew that when I wanted to look back on the photos, I wanted to like look like a unit. Or like when we're taking family photos, then those outfits are planned out. But as far as just like on a day-to-day basis, I just make sure that everything is clean and that's pretty much it. We mostly all have neutral clothes, so it's not hard to coordinate them to me if I wanted to, but I don't plan out our outfits. I honestly don't really even think about our outfits until I'm picking them out that morning. The next question is, do you ever feel like a single mom or have animosity towards your husband with him being away? And the answer is no. Well, yes, I do feel like a single mom sometimes, but no, I don't have animosity toward Brandon for him being away. Obviously, when he's not here, it is not as easy, but I do think that the schedule and like the way we overall run things in our house is pretty seamless. So the kids are used to it by now, but having to, you know, get them up, get them dressed, get breakfast, get them out for school, and then, you know, do the meals and the bedtime routine and all that by myself, it is hard, I'm not gonna lie. But he always comes back and he always is willing to jump in and help. And I don't complain because I know he's doing what he has to do for our family. And also because I encouraged him to take this position when it was offered to him. His work does allow me to live the life that I always wanted to live and be here with my kids during the day. And I would never have animosity toward him for providing for us the way that he does. The third one for now is, how do you deal with people telling you to get a job or contribute? Sick of hearing this. I've never had anyone ever say that to me. Most of my friends are stay-at-home moms as well. But if I were, I would just ignore it or tell them to mind their business. What I'm doing at my house is what's best for me and my family, and just leave it at that. You don't need to argue with anybody about your lifestyle or your choices. If someone is saying that to you and that is not nice, it's probably stemming from a little bit of jealousy, because why else would they care? You can't be bothered with what other people think about you. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you're 1000% contributing to your household, because you would be paying someone else to do all of the things that you do for free at home. Enjoy it and ignore all the negativity, because it's not really about you. That's their own feelings. That has literally nothing to do with you. This one? Yes. How about you build something with these blocks? There's no toys in the middle one, they're all over here. And you guys can play with whatever you want right here, okay? I don't think you guys have seen it lately, as I know I haven't filmed it, but I definitely showed it on my Instagram. We got this new jute rug, or actually it's seagrass technically, for the living room, and I absolutely love it. We put the gray rug in the playroom when we got this one, and I love it. Underfoot, it's not the softest thing, and it's fine if you're just walking really quickly on it, but to kneel on it like when the kids play isn't the most comfortable thing. So I bought them a padded leather mat from Gather. Hopefully it'll be here soon, and it'll make it a little bit softer for them to play on, and then I'll just fold it up and put it away when they're not using it. All right, I did it. I finished it, and I finished it before 2 o'clock, which was my hard stop so that they could take their nap. This is the trip trap, and this is what we usually do. And Bash will stand on here, and now Margot, who usually sits up here, can stand here and help me, and then when she's not using it, Bash can use it. And now the moment you have all been waiting for. I have my dining table pushed all the way back to the wall so that this light fixture isn't in our way. But this is the homeschool curriculum that I chose. So I'm going to talk about it really quickly. Also, before I forget, Simply Clean, the proven method for keeping your home organized, clean, and beautiful in just 10 minutes a day by Becky Rapinchuk, founder of the Clean Mama. So I'm pretty sure that's her name on Instagram. This is the book that I follow to keep the house clean, and it's so good. I have so many pages like tabbed and things. Get this book. It'll really help you, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom of more than one child and you don't want to spend your whole life cleaning your house. This is it, and I'll link it below. All right, here she is, as I just showed you in all of her glory. This is our homeschool curriculum. To answer one of the questions, what curriculum am I using, and is it just for Margot? And the answer is yes, it's just for Margot. Bash got his own homeschool curriculum when he was home with me, and we do only preschool. That was another question. I only do preschool. I have no intention at the moment to do homeschool beyond preschool. I'm definitely open to it, but we live in one of the best school districts for Georgia, and I would really love for my children to go there. So yeah, but if it doesn't work out, if we change our minds, I'm open to it. I have purchased 2 homeschool curriculums. The one that I chose to use this year is called the Gentle and Classical Press. This one can be started at 2 years old. Margot's already 2.5. She'll be 3 before we finish this. And I just felt like the Peaceful Press was better once they are already 3, 3.5, or 4. The Gentle and Classical has several different volumes of their curriculum on their website. I know they go beyond like 1st grade, 2nd grade. I don't remember how high up because it just wasn't something that I needed to look into. But one thing I love about this curriculum is that it's affordable, and the woman who created it, said that she wanted it to be something that stay-at-home moms wouldn't feel like they couldn't afford to do if they wanted to homeschool. So we bought the full 2 to 4-year-old preschool bundle. It comes with a lot. Before I even forget, it is a digital download, so we had to print all of this ourselves. It comes with the teacher guide, and in here it has like the weekly book list, tips on how to implement the program. She does give schedules, but also really presses that you don't have to follow a specific schedule. And she also likes to say that if something's not working for you, like cut it out. You don't have to do it. And then she also gives you a way to implement the curriculum in a more like on the go way. So we're gonna attempt to do a more sitting down style, kind of like how I did with Sebastian. If you're new to my channel, I do have a preschool, how I do my whole day with my preschool with Bash. On my channel, I can link it below, and I'll do the same thing once we get into this and have our day kind of down pat. I like that she gave options on how to implement this if your child is not one to sit down. Another question that I got is how many hours do I plan on doing this with her a day, and do I plan to do it every day? And the answer is yes, every day, but I've broken it up into different times in our day so that it doesn't feel like she's just learning at 2 years old for hours on end. And in here it gives you the supply list for each unit. You do 1 unit a week. Most of the supplies are things that people already have in their home, which I really appreciated because you don't feel like you're spending all this crazy money to make this happen. It is Charlotte Mason based, and I'm just going to read this little blurb right here. It's a Charlotte Mason and classical inspired curriculum composed of 26 units for your 2 to 4-year-old child, created to make early education joyful, hands-on, living delight for both parent and child. Charlotte Mason was like a huge factor in why I chose this. Earlier this summer, I got rid of a lot of my children's books because I wanted to switch to the Charlotte Mason book list because they promote living books, and I just wanted to get rid of the little silly books that aren't going to do anything for them intellectually. And so we do still have fun books, don't get me wrong, but I want to start incorporating more of the classics and things that make them think and want to dive deeper into, you know, the story. This question is about scheduling, and I can tell you mine now. It says, do you have a strict daily schedule for Margot? How? I have a feisty 2-year-old. At the moment, because it's summer, our schedule is very loose. It's been a great summer. Once the school year starts, it will probably become a little bit more strict than it has been, but it's not going to be so strict that like you have to do each of these lessons or we can't do anything. I'll never be like that. She's only 2.5. Formal preschool education is not necessary. It's just something that parents like to do, and I'm one of those parents who like to do it, and we'll just see how she takes to it. I think the routine of it will help. But my schedule that I have is 7 a.m. wake up, brush teeth, get dressed. At some point we will start potty training, but it's not really at the forefront of my mind right now. 7:30 breakfast. During breakfast now we listen to the morning news on the Google Home Hub. I'll also have our classical music playlist going. Then at 8 a.m. we drop Bash off at school. 8:30 we're gonna come home and we're gonna do the morning binder, and we'll also do that day's handicraft, which I'll show you what that is, or an art or an activity, whatever I choose for her to do. But the morning binder, it'll be with a dry erase because this will be covered with in a plastic cover, and it's I am, and she'll trace the 2, and then she can circle the emotion that she's feeling that day. The next page says I know what today is, and she can bubble in what day of the week it is, which we will go over every day, what month it is, and she can circle the weather, and then the season and the temperature. I just think these pictures are so beautiful, and I think that that will be like a good like circle time, where they call it morning binder activity. And then she'll do the handicraft. I'll continue with my schedule too as well. But in here, it's a bunch of the loose schedule that you can follow for the day if you want. It also tells you what supplies you'll need for that week, the book, and all of that stuff. And then it gives you the craft for the week. Like I said, 8:30, the morning binder and whatever the activity is. And then after, whenever time she finishes that would be like when we can run errands or leave the house. We can go to the playground, we can go on a play day. And then on here, I have roughly around 11:30, we would be back and we will work from this board here. And the different topics that we discuss, and these are things you do every day. One is manners and hygiene, and in this stack there's poems or like blurbs about manners and hygiene. The next one is language arts, and it just has what the book of the week is. One thing I love about this program, I can't believe I forgot to say it from the beginning, it is Christian based. You don't have to be a Christian to do this. There are times when there is a space to welcome Christ into the curriculum, but there is a scripture on the board, and you do the scripture over several different units so that they can memorize it. So hopefully Margot can get a little bit of a foundation from her schooling with that. Then there's obviously the letter of the week, and just like the other ones I've shown, there's nursery rhymes for each unit. Character and catechism. So that one says, who made you? God made me. And that's a question that I ask, and then she will eventually learn to respond. We're in term 1 right now, or we will be when we start. They do counting 1 to 5. Margot can count to like around 16 or 17, so we may expand upon that for her. But they work on learning 1 to 5 and colors, and then in term 2 I think we switch to shapes. And then there's the art and music. I love the art. So the music is Peter and the Wolf. She'll listen to that and we'll talk about the instruments there. But the art I'm excited about, because on the days that she can't do the handicraft, I'll probably have her just recreate the art for that week. So week 1 is already up on the board for art, but here's some Van Gogh and Matisse, Da Vinci, and I just love that I can expose them to this. This curriculum is just so nice. So, okay, back to the schedule if you've still been following along. 11:30, we will come back, we'll work on this, and then at 12 we'll have lunch in the kitchen and we'll read a Bible story. We're using the Jesus Storybook Bible as suggested by this program. We already owned it anyway, so it works out, but I'm sure you can read whatever Bible story you want. And then 12:30, the book of the week. I think it starts off with book of the week, but it just doesn't work for us to do it that way. So she loves to read a book before she goes to sleep, so I figured that's when I'll read the book of the week to her. And then 3 p.m. wake up, 3:30 pick up Bash from school, 4 p.m. snack time, and that's when we'll work on the art and music study. And I purposely did it at snack time so that Sebastian could be a part of it. He loves that kind of stuff. And then 4:30 bath time, because I'm someone who, when your kids come home from school, you can't sit on all the furniture and be wild in your school uniform. Like, let's get those school germs off. 5 p.m. TV time, free play, 6 p.m. dinner, and then they can go back to free play, and 7:30 bedtime. I'm gonna do a couple more questions, and this video is already long, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Do I do any Mommy and Me classes? Need the inspo? I don't do any. That's an easy question. I actually have never done a Mommy and Me class. I just do play dates with my girlfriends and their kids, and it's been working out for us. Another question, not so much about homeschool, but how do I maintain my sanity? How do you keep up with the day-to-day demands? I have a running schedule in my mind, and I always know what I'm gonna be doing the next day so that I'm never waking up without a plan. That really helps. Do you ever get scared being home while your husband is away working? I don't. I feel really safe in my house. It's not to say nothing could ever happen, but safety was huge when we moved it to this area. I didn't want to build a house in a place where I couldn't feel good when he wasn't here, and I sleep fine. This one's another homeschooling one, and I can only go based off of how I did when I was doing it with Bash, because we haven't started with Margot yet, but it says, how do you keep them focused at home with so many distractions? How long do they do the sessions? Each time we're gonna work on these, probably aren't gonna last more than 15-20 minutes at a time. And in between each thing where it's gonna be like a little bit more taxing for her, I have like, we leave, or we do an art activity, or we play a game, or we're doing something so it doesn't feel like she's just sitting and stressing her brain out. And to be honest, the only distractions my kids would have, and we don't turn the TV on all day, other than that, they can pretty much stay focused because thankfully they like to learn. And then I'm gonna jam some of these in together. Do I find it hard, and can I review the curriculum and daily schedule? Yeah, I will make another video showing you like our actual day, like me doing the program with her at some point, like I said. And I don't find this to be hard. I find it to be fun, but I also used to be a teacher, so it's kind of within me. And I also think that it just shouldn't be stressed. So even if you weren't a teacher, don't let this stress you. Like, go in it with zero expectations and do it slowly. If your child's not one to sit, and making all of this is not something that would work for you, you don't have to do it. I also laminated the entire curriculum. It took me 12 hours. That's why it's the next day right now. And you don't have to do it. I'm just extra. Do what's easiest for you. And that's where I think I'm gonna leave off with this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've been following along on the hydrangea situation, they have arrived, and that will be in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. You can ask any question you want in the comments. Also, be sure to check out the link below to purchase your own Ana Luisa jewelry. My discount code is kristabruth10, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.